21 facts that Joe Biden doesn't want you to know. His administration has been a total crap show. The economy's terrible. The border's wide open. Everything is super expensive. It's hard for the average American to make it in Biden's economy and with Bidenomics. Um, Globally, we're in shambles. We're like on the brink of nuclear war. Things couldn't be any worse right now under this president. So we're gonna talk about some facts that Biden would not speak on. He would definitely don't want anyone to know. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from Zero Hedge by way of the Economic Collapse blog. Michael Snyder, and he reports that it takes a lot of gumption to go on television and repeatedly lie to more than 300 million Americans. And I pointed out 15 of those lies in my previous video that I did today. If you want to check that out, when I talked about Biden not backing down from running for president. So check that video out. I'll go over 15 lies that he told during the debate. But the article goes on to say, I honestly don't know how Joe Biden does it. I suppose that after you have been lying for your entire career, lying comes as naturally as breathing does. Sadly, there are still millions of Americans that are falling for his lies after all this time. Biden would like for us to all to believe that the economy is booming, that the southern border is under control, and that our communities are safe, and that Ukraine is going to win their war against Russia. Our entire society is literally crumbling all around us, and Biden and his minions have brought us to the brink of global war. Not just global war, nuclear war. I am entirely convinced that he has been the worst president in U.S. history, and that is really saying something. I would agree. I think Biden is the worst president in American history. The puppet president. The people that are running him really are the worst. But ultimately, Joe Biden is just another slimy politician that is trying to save his job. I get that. But come on, man. How can anyone actually believe the nonsense that he is shoveling? There are a few numbers that Biden can cherry pick to try to make himself look good, but there are 21 facts that Joe Biden doesn't want you to know. All right, so here we go. Number one. It takes the typical U.S. household $1,069 more a month just to purchase the same goods and services that it did 3 years ago. Two-thirds of the respondents to one recent survey indicated that they have to take action to deal with rising financial stress within the year. Those actions include cutting back on spending, skipping monthly bills, or taking an additional job. 3, house insurance rates have risen by 38% since 2019. It is crazy what they're doing with home insurance. 4, home rental prices are up 30% since Joe Biden entered the White House. 5, a whopping 61% of U.S. renters cannot afford the rent on a median priced apartment in the United States right now. 61%. That is crazy. An overwhelming majority of Americans that rent can't even afford the median price. 6, gasoline prices are up 46% since Joe Biden entered the White House. 7, the average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage is up 148% since Joe Biden entered the White House. 8, according to Zillow, the monthly mortgage payment on a typical home in this country has almost doubled during the past 4 years. 9, one recent poll discovered that 44% of retired Americans are considering going back to work because the cost of living has become so oppressive. I've seen that. I've seen that poll. 10, new home sales fell 11.3% last month. 11. Pending home sales are dropping at the fastest rate ever recorded. 12. According to the House Budget Committee, there have been more than 8 million migrant encounters nationwide. I think that's lowballing it. While Joe Biden has been in the White House, we truly are in the midst of an immigration crisis that is far greater than anything that we have ever witnessed before. 13. Thanks to our unprecedented immigration crisis, the homeless population in the city of Chicago actually tripled in just 1 year. 14. Murder rates are up by double-digit percentage in many major U.S. cities this year. 15. Continuing jobless claims just shot up to the highest level in almost 3 years. 16. The number of job openings in the United States have dropped to the lowest level in more than 3 years. 17. Rite Aid just announced that it will be closing 27 more stores. That is on top of more than 500 stores that it has already decided to shut down. That is crazy. I never thought the pharmacies would be shutting down. 18, another pharmacy. Walgreens plans to close approximately 1/4 of its 8,600 U.S. stores. 1/4. If the economy really was booming, why would they be doing this? Great question. 19. Today, 20% of the entire population of the state of California is living in poverty. 20%. This is crazy. 20. According to one recent survey, 46% of Americans don't even have $500 saved up. Almost half of Americans don't even have $500. 21. The last one. So far, the U.S. has spent a total of approximately $175 billion on the war in Ukraine. $175 billion with a B. And the Russians are still winning. They're kicking their butt. Over the past 3.5 years, there's just been one epic failure after another. The nightmarish withdrawal from Afghanistan. Never let them forget that. Set the stage for the entire Biden presidency. Everything that Biden and his minions have touched has gone sour. I agree. In fact, usually the best thing that Biden and his minions can do to solve a problem is to do nothing at all. Have you ever known someone that has a knack for royally messing things up, no matter how hard they try? Obama said this about Biden. He said that never underestimate Biden's, never underestimate Biden's ability to F stuff up. I think it's something close to what Obama said about Biden when he started running for president. Unfortunately, Biden and his minions are just incompetent. They have blended extreme incompetence with sheer evil, and now they're asking voters to give them a chance to run America for another 4 years. But if we stay on the path that we're on, will our nation even survive? No, I said that. I've said we cannot survive another 4 years. I said if Biden wins re-election, it is the end of America as we know it. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being overdramatic. I believe that is actually fact, actually true. But if we want to turn things around, we need to do the exact opposite of what we have been doing. And we better move fast because the clock is ticking. I agree. Great, wonderful article. I agree 1,000% with everything in this article. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com. Until next time.